Shakespeare did not create Romeo and Juliet. In the UK, they do not like to question the existence of the poet and playwright Shakespeare, but this in no way affects the long-term dispute about the phenomenon of Shakespeare on the one hand, an actor who did not have any serious education, on the other, a playwright who created the greatest works. So who is he? The Shakespeare name has always been shrouded in mystery. There are no manuscripts left of him, no lifetime portraits, no reviews of contemporaries. Here's what his publisher George Stevens wrote in 1766. All we know with some certainty about Shakespeare is that he was born in Stratford-to-Avon, married, had children, went to London, was first an actor, then a writer, wrote poems and plays for the theatre. Finally, he returned to Stratford, made a spiritual will, died and was buried. This brief record hides, however, a whole layer of the historical epic of the man who lived in it, who managed to reflect in his work all the high and low passions of people, the philosophical perception of world events and simple existence. Who is this man who wrote dramas and comedies, sonnets and a poem with equal success? Why was he so dismissive of his own creativity, did not leave a single handwritten line? Is he really just a native of Stratford? How can this be? Interest in him as an author and as a person does not weaken even now. Scientists are still trying to unravel the mystery of his genius. Shakespeare wrote his first play at the age of 25, its content concerned the war between the dynasties. At the beginning of his work, Shakespeare was mostly busy remaking plays by other authors, enriching and improving the text, making it suitable for staging. He owned a tetraglobe, in which his works were staged. 10 years later, his name became known throughout London. And everything went fine, but Shakespeare, after 25 years of living in London, the playwright abruptly returned to his native Stratford, where he died at the age of 52. A number of questions arise. Why didn't the successful director of the theatre stay in London? Why didn't you want to further develop a successful theatre? Why did you return to your homeland in the outback? When Shakespeare died, London did not respond a word to his death. The works left by him did not have an exact date of creation, they were printed separately in collections, dramas and comedies were staged on them. But a special interest in Shakespeare's work was fueled by the American writer Delia Beckham, who published her research on the life and work of the playwright in 1856 year. It was she who questioned the fact that an illiterate theatrical businessman could create such plays that reflect the ideals of all mankind, high culture, the desire for political freedom and much more. All his plays, according to Bacon, are the fruit of the collective imagination of a number of outstanding minds of that time. She points primarily to her namesake Francis Bacon and the poet Walter Raleigh, possibly the participation of other playwrights. She found confirmation of her hypothesis in Shakespeare's erudition, knowledge of geography, botany. She believed that the conspiracy of F. Bacon under the name of Shakespeare was caused by political conditions, the inability to reveal his name. She was convinced that there were documents hidden under Shakespeare's tombstone that could shed light on this mystery, but she was not allowed to open the grave. Her conclusions are largely true. Modern linguists checked their research, and it turned out that Shakespeare, literally translated as stunning with a spear, used up to 25,000 words in his works, which was a phenomenal achievement for that time. For comparison, the dictionary of Pushkin's language was 20,000 words. A modern person with a higher education uses from 5 to 10,000 words in his speech. In addition, Shakespeare was oriented in French, in Greek, knew the works of ancient Greek and Roman authors, quoted them, knew geography, history, botany well. There is no sphere of human knowledge that he would not touch in his works. But where is the library of the great playwright? Why not a single book that he read at home or in London has been preserved? No names are known. Why, upon returning to Stratford, he begins to engage in usurious affairs, pursues small debtors. They are writing new works. Why is there such a sharp difference between active theatrical and creative activity in London and complete detachment at home? It was as if another person had arrived. What is the reason for this metamorphosis? These questions have worried and will worry not only scientists and specialists who study Shakespeare's work, but also all those who would like to establish the truth and put an end to the endless controversy about his authorship. Friends, thank you for your attention. Put likes, write comments and subscribe to the channel. See you again.